Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys. Mac wants me to do an intro even though we already have an intro, so now we have two intros. And you know what podcast you're listening to? What episode is it today?
Why are you being so professional?
Because I'm stealing your professional persona. I'm trying it out.
I don't have a professional persona. It's good to get it started off on the right foot.
We paid a cowboy to start off on the right foot for us.
Yeah, should we get a new intro? It's been I was thinking about doing a new one for
I hate change.
the second season.
We should
the
have
first
Patreon vote. It's a good idea.
Oh, plugging it already. This is episode 55.
Damn, look at us go.
For those old internet heads, 55. Remember back when... Are you going to be able to talk to your kids, be like, I remember a website called Newgrounds.
Do you mean talk to your kids? Your kids are the closest I will come to be. I guess my brother's planning on having a kid.
Well, we'll talk to
I'll talk to children.
When the internet historians go through this, and when they listen to this podcast after we're long dead, because nothing on the internet ever is gone. Once you upload something, your nudes, your political ideas, your just saying things anonymously, it's there forever.
True.
And so they'll go through this and they'll remember what it was like starting a podcast right before the great disease wiped out half of the world.
Dude, that is crazy to think about. When you have kids, they can listen to this.
Oh, yeah, that's totally
fucking wild. That's probably not good. Uh-oh.
I think that's why most people do not pursue a career or a hobby in comedy or anything.
I don't think people think about that until it's too late.
I thought about it right before I started stand-up.
Yeah. Damn, you're so trad that you were literally like 25 or 26 thinking about kids, dude.
Not kids. I was thinking about, all right, I'm going to get on stage and say some crazy shit. And that's why you go through my tweets. Nothing, you can't cancel me because of my tweets. They're all, I knew going into it. I knew... Always in the back of my mind. Yeah, you could try. There's some stuff. There's some good stuff in there. But I knew starting out, that I would kind of like, all right, don't say anything too crazy. But every week you progress, you kind of just care less and less.
It's true.
I don't even know what I've said anymore. So
I've said so many things. I don't know. Sometimes people, I think we've talked about this before, they message you and they're like, hey, remember when you said this? And you're like, nah, dog. And it's really profound to them, but you're just like, that's a non-memory for me. I'm so sorry.
Well, you did that to me earlier. You're like, remember when you used to play Mario Kart? And I was like, when? Yes. And you're like, earlier this year. And I was like, what?
It was early this year or late 2019, Mac was super into Mario Kart out of nowhere.
What do you mean out of nowhere? I played Mario Kart my whole life.
No, but you were like into it. Like you were playing online against people. You were going on YouTube and like looking up builds and seeing what good racers were doing.
Is that not what you do when you get into a game?
I mean, yeah, but not Mario Kart. Like you were playing like a lot of Mario Kart online and you were like kicking ass, but then one day you were just like, it was in my room and you were just like, fuck this game. And I was like, oh my God, is he mad? What is he playing Call of Duty or something? And then it was Mario Kart. You were like, this fucking stupid game punishes you for winning. I'm better than all these people and the game punishes me.
This is why you will never find anyone who plays Mario Kart that is pro-socialism. Because Mario Kart punishes those who excel. And if you're at the top, I feel like, you know what? Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they they got it, and the government wants to blue shell them, and I'm not for it because someday I might be a billionaire once
No,
I excel, and I want to oppress all the poor people through my sheer force of will, getting to first place. That's the thing too. It's really easy to
blue shell Jeff Bezos.
It's really easy to just hang out in second place as soon as you see the blue shell coming on the mini map, and then just kind of hang back, let someone pass you. Which I wonder how many billionaires are like, I could get in the top 10, but being in the top 50 billionaires is pretty okay. No one pays attention to me.
You fly under the radar. I can't name any of the the 50 to 10 billionaires.
Yeah, that's why I think
we know a bunch of the top ones.
You know, the Elon gets a lot of flack.
Elon,
Bezos,
Zuckerberg,
and I wonder if they know that all the other billionaires are like, "Hey, we're gunning for you. Just keep taking the flack. We're all in this together. Remember, as long as we keep poor people arguing about race and identity politics, no one will care about class politics."
It's true. The only thing that matters, truly. I don't want to Marxism out too hard on you, but the whole blue shell, if Jeff Bezos was playing Mario Kart, it would be like if you blue shelled him while he had a 5-lap lead, and then he just kept going. It's like the blue shell didn't do shit. Yes. You can't blue shell Jeff Bezos.
It's still frustrating. If you're lapping people and you get blue shelled, it's just like this fucking
dude.
game.
Nothing's worse than if someone is in the lead lapping you and they get blue shelled and it hurts you too.
Well, you know what the problem with the blue shell is?
What's that?
It only goes to, I guess not the all the tools for the 8th and 12th place things don't really, they attack everyone.
Yeah.
Mario Kart economics.
It's true. Mario Kart really is an anti-socialism game. If you're 12 to 8th place, the tools they give you to try and catch up are like the squid, which makes everyone's screens all fucked up.
Everyone just hates poor people.
Yeah, no, that makes everyone hate everyone in the back because all their abilities like fuck everyone up. The lightning.
You're like, not only are you bad at this game, you're ruining it for the rest of us.
Yeah,
We're just trying to get in the top 3.
You're slow as shit, and now I'm squidded. You've squidded my screen, you fucking cunt.
There you go. And the lightning bolt fucks everyone. But the lightning bolt, if you got star power, you can get ahead of it.
You know, in one of the Mario Karts, you could dodge the blue shell.
No, you can in
can
all
you?
of them. They give you like the horn.
Oh, I thought if you Tokyo drift and you get the blue sparks, the shell won't hit you.
You can outspeed it, but it's hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
damn.
You're not wrong.
Look at this fucking Mac MLG gamer moment with Mario Kart. You know the ESL, the gaming league that I used to cast for, and they're actually going to start games up soon. I'll be casting again.
Nice.
R.I.P. me. But they run Mario Kart tournaments where you can win stuff every week.
Damn, is that going to be the only way to get out of the lower class? Is to become? You're either born a hot girl, counting down the days till you turn 18, and everyone's like, "Yeah, start an OnlyFans, do it." It's so creepy. And then, or just be really good at gaming.
Dude, it's getting that way.
Or start a podcast.
Joe Rogan couldn't have been more wrong.
What? Oh, yeah, he was shitting on games.
Yeah.
He's so out of touch, though. He's part of the billionaire class. He's got to be, what, 500 million? He's almost a billionaire.
I don't know about 500 million, but he's definitely in the hundreds of millions for sure.
How many comedians are billionaires? Because there's Larry David and Seinfeld.
They're billionaires? They're not.
Seinfeld almost has like $1 billion.
If he does, he's the only one.
Seinfeld net worth. I was read he's like worth 900 million. It's something absurd.
Seinfeld's worth less than the puppet guy, I thought.
Seinfeld, $950 million.
He's working on it.
Just for slinging, hey, what's the deal?
Dude.
That's how successful that show was.
Did I ever tell you I saw a private show of Seinfeld he did for a corporate thing in Utah? And he opened with, "What's the deal with bottled water?" And people started laughing before. It was just like, I just remember being like, all right, I'm fucking out. I couldn't.
Richest comedians. We're gonna get Hillaried by other comedians.
Oh, dude.
For
every comic is secretly rich. I feel like I'm the only actually poor comic. And you know what is funny? We're friends we moved to New York and immediately made friends with a lot of the legit poor comics because, dude, so many comics have fucking money. It makes me crazy. COVID really outed a ton of the comics who had like GoFundMes for like their dog bills, and then you see like 2 months later after COVID, they leave New York, somehow still paying for their Manhattan apartment, and then they're at their parents' house and like at the parents' lake house, and you're like, your parents have a house on a lake, a separate house from the house. This is a water house. And like, listen, I'm not talking shit on you. I'm not talking shit on you if you're, your family's rich. You can't control that. Live your life, but don't fucking pretend like you're a starving artist. Don't take advantage of people. Don't fucking, I don't know. It just makes me insane, dude, especially when it comes to artists.
Are you ready for this list?
No, it's going to bum me out. I know it.
Not really. It's a real mix.
All right, give me the top 5.
You want the top? There's top 16.
Let's just hear it. Let's just run down.
We'll go. So, Rowan Atkinson, 130 million.
What? Who?
Mr. Bean?
Oh, okay. Not stand-ups. We're just going comics.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He did stand-up.
Earned. Mr. Bean can have it.
He did stand-up.
Okay.
Way back in the day. It was kind of like
He did British stand-up.
Yeah.
Sure. He one-man showed. Continue.
Dan Aykroyd, 135 million.
Okay, Dan can have it.
I mean, who knows how much money he's spending on UFOs and researching.
I'm about it.
Bill Murray, 140.
I guess he's not funny, but he can have it.
Well, he's likable.
He's likable, sure.
He's not a stand-up.
He's wacky. He was in my wedding photos.
Bill Murray, how many millions of dollars? I feel like if I had $100,000, I would live like Bill Murray. That's how little it takes. I would show up to people's parties and crash them.
I always wonder why Bill Murray's alone all the time. He's constantly on Reddit and shit, just at people's stuff. Like, does he not have friends?
It's lonely at the top.
I fucking guess.
Yeah, what is his deal?
Dude, yeah, you just like, because you see photos of like other celebrities and they're always like with a friend, like Jonah Hill's with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, or Seth Rogen's always with that other guy that has sex with college kids. The fucking
Franco?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Both of them.
They are interchangeable.
Yeah, the one is weirder than the other one, and they're fine. Listen, fuck people in college. Who gives a shit? They're adults.
No, I think one of them was messaging like underage girls.
Maybe.
And that guy, I don't know. Who knows about not James Franco. It's the other Franco.
No, the other one's younger. We're getting lost in the sauce here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure James Franco is the older one, and he did message someone on Instagram, and then she said she was 17, and he was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh yeah, that was James Franco.
And then he
kind of stopped doing movies. He's hanging under the radar.
Yeah, he was a professor at a college.
Bill Murray has friends. He hangs out with like the Jizza and the RZA.
Oh, okay.
He has friends.
Who else? Continue the list.
Kevin Hart.
Okay, that makes sense. He can have it. I like Kevin Hart.
He's all right.
Finally,
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
150. These are still like 150 million. All right, you did it. Like that's
dude.
How much truly evil stuff can you do with 150 million?
So much.
But I mean, not world-endingly.
But you could definitely do some shit.
Drew Carey.
What's the most evil thing you can think of you could do with $150 million? I could rent a private army and have a coup in Africa.
But what if you coup a bad guy, a bad government, and turn it into like a cool Liberian country?
Okay, but you could also just be a warlord. You could be a proxy warlord.
I mean, that's what you're doing.
Dude, what if Jim Carrey's a proxy warlord? Like, he has a warlord that he installed, and he gives them orders and feeds and like gives them money. It's the next Bond movie.
Just
like,
Jim
what?
Carrey?
Jim Carrey? The guy from The Mask, and they're like, yeah, he has us kill children all the time. There's like, what?
I don't think Jim Carrey would. As much as I don't like him, he's so woo-woo and hangs out like in his...
He was in Kick-Ass 2, and then after the movie came out, there was a shooting, and he literally was crying on like Instagram Live, like, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I was in a movie that glorified guns. And it was like, I don't think that was the message of that movie, Jim, but you're very emotional.
No, Jim Carrey seems like the opposite of... He's like so crazy celebrity that he's transcended. Like, he doesn't relate to people at all, and he thinks he's like some kind of spiritual leader. He just started a cult. And not in like the creepy way. I think he actually would be like a good Christ-like figure.
Yeah.
Because he's so like, you just need to follow your dreams and love everyone. The energy you put out. And it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it is weird. He'd be one of those weird cults where it's just basically a church, a really creepy church community.
Where they're all going to kill themselves, but so they can get to heaven.
Yeah.
It's all with love.
It's literally every rock church. They're just like, we're not a normal church. Look, I have a forearm tattoo. And then you show up and they're like, dinosaurs weren't real. And you're like, oh my God, I fucking okay.
I mean, I've never seen a dinosaur. Who
It's
knows?
true. No, you've seen birds.
Those aren't dinosaurs.
They count.
They're related.
So?
Julia Louise Dreyfus.
Dreyfus?
I don't think this counts because she's like inheriting most of her wealth. She's like the heiress to some candy fortune.
What?
Did you not know that?
Damn, dude. Fucking.
Let's see, Julia. There was a Seinfeld episode about.
Oh, that's right.
Making fun of her.
Continue.
Hold on, I want to get this right. She's the heiress to the. I can't find it. Yeah, she's Seth MacFarlane. All right, yeah, he's got a million TV shows. Jay Leno.
Ugh.
He is doing evil things.
What is he doing that's evil?
He's hiding all those cars in his garage and not letting normal schlubs like us drive them. Even though he does drive them all around.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to drive them or else the engine goes bad.
You know why he's evil?
Why?
He's the most evil person on this list because he fucked Conan out of that late night spot when he didn't need to. So we could have had Conan. He was out there for like 6 months. We didn't forget.
Yeah, well, I dislike Jay Leno. I don't think he's funny, and he's just got a very punchable affect.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
But if he's
chin.
listening to this and he has a job for me, I will take it.
Yeah, we should delete this because shitting on the top like richest comics is a good way to. They probably have AI algorithms scanning podcasts, listening for anyone, and that's how you just like it goes into a blacklist in Hollywood.
I don't want to freak you out, but we had a whole episode where we were doing pedo Seinfeld impressions. What's the deal with my girlfriend not being able to hang out on days she has tests? I'm trying to fuck, but detention. Like, I don't know.
I don't think you get detention in college, but
she was in high school.
She was
17.
Oh yeah.
She was 17.
Well, the story goes she was going to college. So
she says I can't have head until she finishes her math homework. What's the deal with math?
So next on the list, Larry David.
He can have the money.
Yeah.
Very funny guy.
His shows. He wrote Seinfeld. Here's one.
Okay.
Bill Cosby. 400 million.
Damn, dude. Do you think he lives like Al Capone in prison? Like he just does whatever he wants and runs that place?
He probably does. He's probably in the nicest prison.
Oh, I fucking hate
But
it. See, this is where your thing where you're like, lock him up forever doesn't work. That's when you just shoot Bill Cosby in the head.
Oh, no. See, we've discussed this a lot where you are pro death penalty in just like firing squad kind of ways, guillotine.
My whole thing is as soon as they're guilty, judge dread them. Fuck it.
Well,
Don't let them live. Don't let them eke out an existence. Just fucking end them there on the spot.
See, I'm pro human suffering, cruel and unusual punishment.
By the way, this is all hypothetical, everyone. I'm actually not pro death penalty. The state shouldn't execute people.
Oh, so now you're going to take my argument?
No, your argument isn't that the state shouldn't execute people. Your argument is that we should horrifically torture convicted
not
people.
Torture, but lock them up.
That's torture.
I mean, it's prison.
Yeah, prison is torture.
So, yeah, who knows? He's probably in that. He's probably got the nicest prison cell. I mean, he's blind and dying. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, fuck him. But I just wish he wasn't comfortable. I'd like him to, I don't know. You just want bad things to happen to bad people. I'm just one of those guys.
What do you do? What do you do to make? Should we just have one prison in the middle of America where all the cells are identical?
Ooh,
just a giant prison city. How many prisoners are there?
There's
in
a
America?
million.
Is there 1 million prisoners?
Yes. Over a million, but yeah, that's the round number. That's like the round number we get to.
Let's just turn Wyoming into a big prison camp.
Whoa, not Wyoming. Wyoming's nice. Turn a fucking shitty place in the middle of the country into the prison.
Well, that's why I thought Wyoming.
No, Wyoming's not in the middle, dog. That's still the West. No Wild West places get to be prisons.
Why not? It's the Wild West.
No,
that's
the
only
Wild
place
West is the only good place in the United States left.
That's the only place you're going to convince anyone to run a prison state.
Wyoming, they would do it.
They're going to be like, hey, we're going to pay you all $3,000 like Alaska does for their oil money.
Yeah.
Just like,
wait, we should just do it in Alaska. We'll be like Russia. Have a gulag.
Oh, have a gulag up there. It's cold and miserable.
Exactly. They can't escape. They'll die. And maybe aliens will do stuff because you know how it gets all creepy in Alaska all the time?
There's also, it's beautiful there. So when they look out the windows.
Yeah, they'll be fun. You know, that'll be good.
Why not Antarctica? Let's just have
I'm with you.
A world prison base.
Yeah.
make them dig out for the space aliens buried underneath.
What if we just put them on the moon?
A prison moon?
Moon prison.
So it becomes like the new Space Australia?
Yeah, Space Australia.
A moon base?
I'm pretty sure that's actually the plot of one of the Gundam shows.
I was going to say, that sounds like the plot of a lot of science fiction.
Yeah.
They send prisoners to do...
Yeah, and then they secede. They like rise up and secede from the moon, secedes from Earth, and we're just like, God damn it, the moon is a separate thing now?
That's StarCraft.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the plot of the Terran Confederacy.
It's the plot of Gundam and a bunch of other things.
Also, we're moving dangerously close to, because prison labor is just slavery.
Yes,
that's what Kanye's whole.
That's why we can't put the super prison in the South. They'll like it too much. It's too weird.
Yeah,
they can't have it. We can't put it up. We can't put it up north because there's no room.
We got to put it somewhere where kind-hearted liberal people won't abuse it.
Is Kansas a slave state? I'm pretty sure it was part of.
Not liberal enough.
Yeah,
we got to put it up in Portland or Oregon. they're the only people that can handle the responsibility.
True, we could put it there.
Yeah, that's what Kanye's.
There's a bunch of room.
That's what Kanye's whole schizophrenic rants are about. Is how I think the 13th Amendment for. If you get past of all the crazy things he says, at his core, he's trying to get rid of like prison labor.
Yeah,
which he's like,
yeah, it's also difficult to get past. Like what Kanye says is a dense jungle, and the nugget of truth is a Mayan ruin in the middle. Like you have to survive fucking yellow fever, hack your way through snake and bug infested jungle, cross a river. And then you finally get to the thing, and you're like, it was prison reform the whole time?
Hey, Kanye's a billionaire.
Yeah, he is. I also might say he'd be a comedian. You know, in the president's defense, he might be one of the richer, funny people.
Kanye?
No, the president.
Oh,
Trump.
Did you know Kanye you can look this up, tried to do a Curb Your Enthusiasm show?
No.
It's...
With him?
He was going to do it, and he tried to ad-lib it. And here's the thing, Kanye, because he still doesn't get the gay fish joke from South Park, right? Like, he doesn't understand that joke in real life. As funny as he's unintentionally funny.
Yes.
He's an absolute genius, but at the same time, he's one of the most retarded people.
He's Rap Rain Man. Yes. Yeah.
Rap Rain Man.
yeah, he is.
Dude, and so you can look this up. I think if you Google like Kanye Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's fucking wild. Just imagine being an actor on that show and Kanye's doing it Reno 911 style where he wants most of it to be improvised and he's just like, I'll fucking kill you. Aliens abducted me when I was a baby. I cry at night. And you're like, are we improvising or is this happening right now to me?
From what I remember, he tries to improvise and it's so unbelievably not like you can't even make it funny.
Professional improvisers struggle to be funny.
Dude, and so it's bad. If you want to look that up, anyways. I'm still writing him in. I'm gonna write him in for president.
Oh, god damn it.
Number 5 on this list.
He is a Wyoming local, so we would be voting for one of our own.
That is
a true Western cowboy.
I wonder if he's like the richest guy in Wyoming.
No. There's an oil baron. There's oil barons that live in Wyoming.
He's got to be up there. Ellen DeGeneres, number 5. 450 million.
Fuck her.
How did she get so much money? Just from that show?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
She's so famous, and she's awful. She's definitely up to some shit.
Well, that's what all the QAnon people are talking about. That
Really?
There's always conspiracies that she's into the adrenochrome and rotting away. There's
I forgot. She's like...
every picture of her, they say that she has there's like a weird conspiracy going around that Oprah and Ellen are like under prison or under house arrest. And they there's like red circle blurry images, like that's where her ankle monitor is.
Why are the government has them under house arrest?
The shadow government, probably.
Oh, I keep forgetting there's a nega government or whatever. Like the Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog government. Just like the evil version of our... Dude, you know what fucking is crazy about QAnon? They're just like, the government, and you're like, yeah, the one that's like a pseudo-fascist police state that only operates for the interests of billionaires and lets our people starve and languish without health care, forces people to ration medicine, causes unnecessary wars and imperialism and famine across the world. That one, they're like, yeah, there's like an evil version of it, and you're like, holy shit, dude, the one we have is already evil, dog. Like, what the fuck? How much more evil could it be? And then they say, well, they're satanic child molesters, and you're like, damn, you stepped it up for real though. Like, fuck. QAnon is so wild. Just the idea that our government could be worse than it already. It's just like, okay, I guess.
Number 2, Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Hell yeah.
Both $500 million each.
Fucking well deserved, hyper talented, ridiculous. Not only do I admire them for South Park and just the fact that they write so well, but the fact that they like compose musical scores, do like other
Really?
they're just crazy good.
If I had $500 million, I could compose a musical score.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'd call some. I'd make some phone calls. I'd get something together.
Damn.
If I had $500 million, I could get you a musical comedy on your desk by tonight.
No.
Yes.
No.
I'd go on Craigslist and I'd be like, hey,
Mac, you have to write it yourself. They wrote it themselves.
I'd write the outline and then I'd
the outline.
I'd
write
hire
me an outline right now. Pitch me a musical right now.
All right.
You don't have to. Nothing musical about it. Just give me like the idea.
All right. Here's my musical idea. It's about the shadow government.
Okay.
It's gonna be called QAnon, and it's about it's about a guy. It's gonna be a musical who accidentally infiltrates the Trump White House and gets exposed to the shadow government, all the operations inside, and he posts all of his 4chan leaks in musical form. I don't know how musicals work.
Yeah.
Do they have to be
very clear that they don't?
Is it like 50% music, or is it?
I'll be real. I don't know.
The only one I saw was the Book of Mormon.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Muppet Treasure Island, and I'm pretty sure that counts as a musical, but not really because.
Well, Disney movies are musicals.
But how much music does it require to be a musical?
One song?
No.
Most movies don't have music in them. If you break out into song at least once, that counts as a musical.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I could do it. $500 million, I'll get you a musical by tonight.
Damn. All right. I mean, you're wrong, but I have no way to say that you're not because you're just making a wild claim.
I'm trying to think. Is there?
Who's the number one? Is it Seinfeld?
I'm trying to find out. It's not Seinfeld.
What?
Oh, it is Seinfeld.
Okay, yeah. I was like,
no,
the fuck?
This was a tie. Matt and Trey are tied with Matt Groening.
Oh, Groening, you mean? But sure.
Matt Groening. Simpsons is only worth $500 million.
The creator's only worth $500 million. The franchise is probably worth a crazy amount.
Yeah, that's why Disney owns it. Fucking gotta be $1 billion empire.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
It's crazy that it's so bad.
The new stuff?
No, it's still going. It's still like
we should watch some of the new episodes and like comment on them for the Patreon.
That would be like if you had like a sister who you hadn't seen for a while, and then you found out she was into meth and like had destroyed her life, was dating all the wrong people, and you caught up, and you're just like, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm in New York doing the comedy thing, and what are you up to? And it's like, well, I have 3 kids from 4 different guys.
3 kids from 4 guys.
Just like she's like, what, you have a hook for a hand now? That's cool. How'd that happen? Like, you're trying to keep it. That's how the Simpsons feel to me. Someone I used to love. It was as close as a family member, and now it's just like, what happened? Did you make every wrong choice?
I do. I know people like that.
Yeah.
I dated a girl when I was really young, and then I caught up with her later, and I was like, holy shit, dude. Brutal.
Yeah, you always want people to be. I don't feel bad when I bump into an ex and they're like doing better. It's like, okay, I'm glad you didn't stay with me. Like,
no.
you made the right choice in breaking up. Like, good for you. I'm happy.
I guess I see that because when my ex-wife is doing well, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I like desperately want her to be well. If she wasn't well, I would feel responsible.
Yeah, but The Simpsons, it's not doing well.
It's not. She's dying.
I think
She's drinking her own piss. She's on meth and she's drinking her piss because it's more powerful.
But still getting millions of views every Sunday.
Dude, if you were drinking your meth piss, I mean, you are happy probably. Maybe not fulfilled, but you don't drink your piss if it's not good.
Yeah, weird analogy.
Well, I'm just saying, people drink meth piss.
And then number 1, Seinfeld.
I love how you glossed over it. Listen, the reality of meth piss is real.
Seinfeld is he's got to be worth. This is an old list too. He's got to be worth $1 billion now.
Well, unless he lost a bunch of money.
On what?
I don't know. Fucking
his last specials that have failed.
Yeah, yeah, it could happen. No, I don't know what he's up to.
This business article says there are only 6 billionaires in Hollywood. I don't believe that.
What?
Kanye West, Kylie Jenner, the world's youngest self-made billionaire. There's no self-made billionaires. Jay-Z, he's a billionaire.
The idea of a self-made billionaire.
Oprah, 2.6 billion. Damn. Steven Spielberg, 3.6. George Lucas, 5.2 billion. He earned it.
Yeah.
Dude.
He created a franchise that's brought, I mean, honestly, the amount of good he's brought to people. I mean, 2.5 billion is obscene. It's
5.2.
Jesus Christ. When it's that much money.
That's worth 5 Seinfelds.
Here's my whole thing. When it comes to billionaires, it's like, how much money do you get before you never have to work again and you get to live in complete luxury? 100 million, right?
No, what's your number?
I truly believe I could live out the rest of my days with $1 million. I would just, if I had $1 million, I would be like, oh, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I do in New York. I would probably move to a small town in Fillmore, or like where I grew up. I'd move to like a small town in Utah, and I'd have like my ranch property that I built, and like I'd invest a little bit of that money, and then I would just like live cheaply. I mean, I'd buy board games. Dude, I'm living really well off of not a lot of money, and it's going fine.
If I had $1 million, I'd buy a dirt bike.
Yeah. I also don't have like any expenses. Yeah. I don't pay for like a kid. I don't pay for like a wife. I don't
pay for a wife.
Well, you know, people have money goes into that. I don't have school. I don't have debt that I do have debt, but I don't pay it because fuck the medical debt that I have.
My wife better also be a millionaire.
My credit score is 200, so they can get fucked if they think they're going to collect that money from me.
Do you know what I found out recently?
What?
It seems obvious when you say it, but your credit scores only exist in America.
Yeah.
Like, I never realized that if you go outside of America, your credit score doesn't matter. They have, I think some other like European countries have their own like weird credit system.
Yeah.
But I think like if you move to Germany and you're like, hey, I want to buy a house, and it's like how, unlike in America where if you have zero credit, it's kind of a bad thing. Mm-hmm. There, it's like, well, there's no record of you fucking anyone over, so here, apply for this house. Like, it's so. It's like, damn, it really is a scam.
No, it super is. That's why I'm not kidding. I refuse. Well, here's the thing. I used to have a bunch of medical debt, and then over time they were like, hey, give us less than a fourth.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fine. But like, so I don't have any debt. What else? I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely not like, I'm a little worried for the future, but I'm also doing all right. And so $1 million, if I lived in Fillmore, I could buy a ranch for $10,000. Then I just buy a shitty truck. Now I just do whatever I want. I buy groceries. I fucking play board games and video games. It's the life. I'm almost like, let's do it right now. I think about it all the time, but a part of me is like, we're in New York. I should try to do better in my career and get on TV.
Stand-up's dead.
Dude.
If you haven't made $1 billion in stand-up yet, what are you doing? You failed. You're not there. It's over.
No exaggeration, though. For real, I'm not kidding at all. If this time next year, I'm not any closer to like moving the ball forward on like TV or the New York comedy scene, because I'm only here to network and shit. I say, let's just peace out to fucking a $300 a month house rental in Fillmore and fucking live like kings.
All right.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, what do I want to date? Fucking lame, dude.
I mean, yeah, it seems like that's what everyone's doing,
dude. But people aren't doing it like we would.
No, I mean, I think Google is like, hey, Google has like 100,000 employees. I saw.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, this coronavirus thing is going. We're just gonna have 100,000 employees stay home. And so if Google, and all of its knowledge, is like, everybody stay home, don't come into the office.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, what do they know that everyone else doesn't know?
I was looking up property in like Middle Utah where I grew up. There was a house. It was a 4-bedroom house with a garage that had 2 acres of property, and he was renting it for $300 a month, water and gas included.
Damn.
Dude, fucking what?
You know, there's like places in Detroit where it's like $1,000 for a. It's kind
but
of.
Then you can't live in a place where you just no, you can't walk around with a gun in Detroit. Probably.
I was going to say that's the problem. Is
I almost said you can't ride, but I want to ride a 4-wheeler into town with my gun and not have to lock it up. And then I was like, maybe.
Honestly, the only reason I choose to live in kind of city and suburb places is because the internet. When you go out to rural places, then the internet becomes slow.
Well, so where I grew up has fiber because...
Why are we here?
I told you. Because they have the artillery, the National Guard, the artillery headquarters is there. So they have an artillery battery. Anyway, and they have nuclear... Those artillery batteries, they're the only artillery battery, I think, in the United States trained to shoot a nuke out of a cannon. So they like need the internet and stuff.
Out of a cannon?
Yeah, they fired out of a cannon.
What?
Yes, as a 20-mile range, they can fire a tactical nuke out of an artillery cannon.
Okay, but they move the cannon around.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say,
but
so
it's like a shell.
I was gonna be like, so 20 miles around that space is safe.
But like 3 19-year-olds that are in the National Guard have to pick up the nuclear shell, handle it, put it inside of a cannon, and then someone has to pull the fucking cord,
the little
old
string.
School style. Yes,
that's cool.
Yeah,
how do you get trained for that job,
dude? I don't know, but it's fucking tight.
Do you have to wear goggles?
No, because it's safe. There's no there's no poisoning from it. But I know it's like a big deal. And there's like a group of people who like carry the shell and have to like authorize it. But yeah, it's an option we have. We have ballistic IBMs.
Wait, how big is the cannon?
The cannon's not that big. It's an artillery cannon. You see the ones you see on like videos and shit.
So you could just like deploy it out of a plane?
Yeah, you could parachute it down.
Damn.
Yeah. So but like we have them like in Korea and shit. So yeah, if someone like invades the United States and our Air Force is incapacitated by like anyway, it's a nuke delivery system that requires no electronics is what the thing is.
So you got to like dial it in by eyes?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, or by like math.
Yeah. Well,
you have to math
it. You crank the little handle and be like, they're about 5 miles away.
Yeah. And then you fire that bitch off and then everything in a 1 by 1 mile radius goes night. Yeah, as the an artillery officer once told me, you can reach out and touch somebody from 20 miles away.
Is this confidential information?
No,
Are we,
no, it's
okay,
not.
we're good.
No, no.
I heard it from some guy on the thing. I don't want to get him fired.
No, when I was a kid, I used to have to do community service at like the military base in there.
What a fun community service. Boy.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the idea that our country's that we could fire a nuke out of a cannon, but we can't feed everybody is fucking wild to me. But sure.
Well, develop a way to feed people out of a cannon.
Dude, we blue shell Bezos with the cannon.
No, because if he's dead, you can't take his money. It'll just be divvied out through his company.
It's so true.
You gotta.
That's
the other thing. One of the disingenuous things about, I think, these billionaire lists, it's not disingenuous because they do own. I think the idea, though, is like they don't have all that money sitting around. It's just like he owns.
Yes,
it's their assets.
But it's with most of the money is in assets, but that's most. That still means he has liquid billions of dollars.
Well, I think he owns the majority share of a crazy giant company.
But he still has a liquid assets that amount to billions. And even when you own all that, you can on credit do. He could very easily be like, hey, I'm a New Yorker. I fucking care about this city. I'm going to personally pay to have these roads fixed. He could. Which originally, when the United States was conceived, was what was happening. Rich people like the founding fathers were like, yeah, capitalism is going to work because we're going to take personal responsibility for our space. If you're middle class, you make your yard nice. If you're poor, you make your apartment nice. And if you're rich, you make your streets nice. And we fucking don't do that anymore. But would be cool in theory.
Maybe it's Jeff Bezos' friends aren't shaming him enough.
It's true.
They're not ragging on him.
My whole thing is I wouldn't even care if listen, don't give us any money. Fuck us. It's your money, sure. But do cooler shit with your money.
Yeah.
Be Iron Man.
It's the whole Bill Gates thing.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you have all this money and you choose to be a little fucking weenie-ass loser? Like, why isn't Bill Gates shredded out of his fucking mind taking testosterone and stem cells just like this ripped dude who fucking drives a tank everywhere? You know what I mean?
How do you know he's not? How do you know that's not his robot clone walking around? It's See, you've forgotten Sun Tzu's The Art of War. When you appear weak, that is when you are strong, you want to appear weak. And when you are strong... I messed it up. You know what I mean? When you are weak, you want to appear strong, and when you are strong, you want to appear weak. So he's like, I'm just a frail, wimpy nerd. Meanwhile, underneath that shit, that's why he's always wearing sweaters to make him look dumpy. And
dude, when he takes it off and he's like Flanders, he's just shredded.
Yeah,
dude. Elon's the only one kind of doing it because he's like, I'm fucking the weird hot pop star girl, and I build rocket ships. You're like, all right, I guess. He's like, I was bald, but I fucking paid $1 billion to not be. You're like, all right, I get it. But like, even then, it's not enough. Do more. I don't know. Do more is my thing.
He is kind of the one doing something.
Yeah, he's doing something. If he's the closest to what I imagine. Like, if I had $150 million, I'd be like trying to have sex with Zendaya and fucking, and I would be trying to go to space or whatever. She's old enough.
Is she?
If she's not, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, she's 23.
Yeah, dude, she's way old enough.
Okay, she looks young.
No, I think she looks older. I thought she was 25, if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, 2 years is like not a huge...
She looks pretty young to me.
No. Dude, here's your thing. If it's not just like some skinny white Russian girl, you have no idea what is going on.
That is true.
You're just face blind for people of all races that aren't like...
I'm beautiful.
Pale white.
I'm beauty blind. I can't tell any beautiful women apart. What was
beauty blind?
Didn't we go over this before? I was confused with a bunch of actresses.
Yes.
Anyways. Donald Trump is not going to be our richest president. It's going to be Kanye West. Do you think Donald Trump wants to win the election?
That's a good question.
Because I think he's kind of throwing it on purpose.
I think so too. I genuinely think he didn't know he was going to win in the first place.
Well, I think he was running to be. I think his singular goal was to run to prove Obama wrong.
Yes.
And then he won. And he's like, oh shit! Now what do I do? And to like rail against Hillary, unless you believe the conspiracy that Hillary made Donald Trump win.
Oh, I also think that Donald didn't. He wanted it, but like only like in a roundabout way, and then he got like lost in the sauce. Like he was enjoying killing it so hard. Here's the thing.
Yeah, he likes doing speeches.
I think he loved campaigning so much, but I think he hates being president. It's very obvious. He loved to win the presidency, and then I think he wished somehow that he didn't have to be president. Like, he wanted to win it and then go home and not have the responsibility, which I totally get. Well, and granted, it was fun to watch him run. It was wild.
That's why I'm like, why is he trying to ban TikTok? Like, I don't think anyone is on his side for that.
No, they're not. Dude, I've seen people on Facebook, because I'll pop into I gotta stop looking at Facebook, by the way. But I popped into Facebook to look, and people are defending him. They're saying, oh, it's a Chinese spyware app. And it's like,
on
bitch,
Facebook.
What the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you're on Facebook, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Yeah, they're stealing your data. Like, Google isn't. Like, what
hey guys, we're stealing your data at Cowboy Boys.
Yeah, what do you?
I look at your analytics.
Yeah,
I see what's up.
It's so crazy. Like, what do you mean? We the Patriot Act exists. Privacy does not exist. We gave it up. We literally 9/11 happened, and we all as a world decided no more privacy. We all decided that, and it happened, and we didn't do anything about it. So when you're like, TikTok has my info, what do you mean? If you just talk about cat food around your phone, it will give you ads for cat food. Shut the fuck up, guy on Facebook.
Do you think? I think the government's going to, the United States of America is going to collapse.
Okay.
And then corporations will spring up, and we'll have corporate states.
Dude, we'll finally have the cyberpunk dystopia
I want.
Dude, I'm so excited because September hits, we play Cyberpunk 2077, then November hits, and we live it. That'll be sick as fuck, dude.
It's just, hopefully you get one of the benevolent corporations that don't exist.
Yeah.
Who do you fight for?
It's always like in Cyberpunk, it's always that genre. It's always the super evil European corporation, the mega evil like whatever other European corporation, and then there's like a Chinese corporation or a Japanese one, and they're always kind of like zenned out.
Yeah.
And they're the kind of good one.
I'm trying to figure out geographically, because California they have San Francisco, all the tech places, in Hollywood. Do you think they'll team up,
dude,
and be the California Republic corporate state?
Maybe.
So they'll have a control on all of culture and
just
industry.
Fucking tanks with the McDonald's logo on them, advertising during battle.
Where's McDonald's based out of?
I don't know. Dude, McDonald's does whatever it wants. It's going to be like, McDonald's is just going to big reveal, like, hey, we have an operational living space in orbit. So we're up here.
Yes, Microsoft and Amazon are up in Portland. The whole West Coast is tech companies.
Yeah.
What is the East Coast going to do? Are we going to be fighting with cannon nukes out here? All technology's just dead on the east side.
We could, or maybe that experimental technology, QAnon, or not QAnon. There's a bunch of conspiracy theorists that thought it was real because it was theorized that we would put a satellite into space, and then you have like a 1,000-ton tungsten rod that's suspended on an orbital satellite. And then what you can do is you can deploy the rod down to Earth, and as it enters the atmosphere and slams into the ground, it creates an asteroid-like explosion that destroys cities and like levels entire areas.
It seems so expensive. I could do the same with a hot air balloon and a nuke.
Hot air balloon, but nukes cause fallout.
So
so you can have a weapon that is more likely that you'll use without mutual destruction, and it's also
I'm in a hot air balloon. I don't care about fallout. I'm
I love that you're an old-timey villain. Does your nuke, is it just like a round bomb with a fuse on it?
Yeah. I light it like a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, and then you toss it out of the balloon.
And I just live in my hot air balloon. My blimp is really how I'd have my, if I was honestly, if I had $1 billion, I'd be flying around in a blimp.
Sky Captain in the World
Yes,
of Tomorrow style.
you-
Dude, that's the best fact. I love that. Whatever trope that is, like where everyone lives in blimps. I
And
like that.
The biplane, the like super biplanes.
Sky
and-
steampunk.
Yeah. What is that called?
I don't know, but it's a genre. It's like a weird subgenre of like 1930s steampunk.
It always kidnaps damsels.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
had to twirl my mustache most evilly.
Dude, living in the
I-
sky would kick ass.
And they'd be like, "Get him!" And once I get 10 feet off the ground, slowly drift away.
Fuck, he's
No.
getting away.
no one will be able to stop me.
Why don't people shoot your balloon down?
Because the damsels are there. That would be
Oh,
collateral
true. They
collateral
can't
damage.
yeah, they can't
They're
kill-
hostages.
Oh, so you have damsels, so you have the world by the balls because you have all their hottest women in your
Yes.
balloon.
The only way you'd have to like send a SWAT team on down the sides of the blimp.
But how could they even?
Yeah, how would you swing underneath?
Wow, you're unstoppable. What if they get a nut? Now, here's what they have to do. They have to find a guy who also has a balloon, and then he lashes your balloon to his balloon, and he has a plank, and they do a boarding action.
Pirate balloons battles with
yeah,
cannons.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be tight. Would you treat the women you kidnap well, or?
Oh, probably. We're in the sky. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I like them. Is there maritime law in the sky?
Yeah, it's sky law.
Is there sky
There's
law?
bird law.
What is there like?
Bird. Well, I think one of the main things in bird law is if you start to fall, you can't right yourself until you come. I don't know how eagles have sex.
What is that? Is that a reference to something?
Yeah, eagles fuck, and if they don't finish, they start fucking in the sky, and of course, as the fucking goes, they get intertangled, and then,
Is that like how duck penises are corkscrewed and get stuck? And why do animals get stuck inside of each other?
why are they fucking in the sky? And then the eagles start to tumble, and if they don't finish by the time they're done tumbling, and then smoothly sail away, they die. This is what I've heard. I've read on the internet. I don't think it's real. I think it's a terrible. Can you imagine God designing them and an angel's like, "What are these?" And he's like, "Oh, they sky fuck. These are the sky fucking birds." You're like, "Oh, cool." Did you Google "do eagles fuck in the sky"?
No, I want to figure out how high above the ground are laws enforced.
So, like, you do those tours where they take you into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So imagine the guy flying you into the atmosphere, and then he's just like, activate the molestation. And you're like, they molested me. And then a lawyer's like, sorry, you were in the atmosphere.
I don't know why it's molestation. I want to go in that plane where they do like zero gravity and
Yeah.
smoke a bong in zero G.
No, because you're not high enough in that. You're like in normal height. The reason it's zero gravity is because they're
Am I not high enough?
they're dipping. They dip down really fast.
I don't think a blimp would actually get high enough.
No. And it would be cold up there. Your blimp would be cold.
There'd be a fireplace. It's old timey.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That sounds so cool.
A
And
blimp?
you'd have like a bearskin rug, and it would be all like 1930s library style.
Didn't they fly blimps across the ocean?
Yeah, there's a guy who recently flied a hot air balloon across the whole Earth, and he almost got shot down because a wind blew him over Syria.
Recently, that's a Jules Verne book.
I know, but it happened. It happened. Look it up.
How long can you be in an air balloon for?
He was in it for like 360, like a whole long ass time, dude. He lived in his hot air balloon. You know those van people? Fuck a van, dude.
Yeah.
Hot air balloon life. Max, should we just buy a hot air balloon and live in it?
Longest air balloon flight. This is longest and highest. Let's see how we can answer 2 questions.
Oh, hell yeah.
69,000 feet.
Fuck, dude. That's a cool number, too.
Yeah.
That guy rules. Or lady.
Highest helium balloon, 25 miles. That seems pretty high. I think the laws only go up to like 15 miles.
Then you can't know that.
Longest, this is distance. First solo balloon flight around the world, July 1st to 14 days? That seems really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in the sky. He's got nothing stopping him.
Damn. Oh, I want to know how long you can go up there, though.
Yeah, I wonder how fast he was. Did you think he had a fan or something?
Just-
How do you go forward how do you fucking control a hot air balloon? You ever see those videos where they're like, hey, look, it's everyone hot air ballooning and they're all in the same space? It's like, fuck that, dude. You're going to run into each other. I actually...
I mean, if they run into each other, I think they just bounce off.
I don't know. The wicker basket hot air balloons, people are like, it's romantic. And I'm like, nah. I don't think so. I like your super balloon idea, but the regular hot air balloons, not for me. Fuck that. I've jumped out of an airplane, and I don't think a hot air balloon is a good idea.
How long do blimps? Can blimps? Dude, I'm like, yeah. Why don't you like?
Should we build a blimp? Should we just have a custom blimp?
How long can blimps stay in the air? 24 hours. What? That's not
Oh,
real.
we got shitted on.
No, because they flew airships across the.
Yeah, that's true. During World War I, they had aerodromes that were like in the sky. I think they were permanent fixtures in the sky because they had those giant nets, and they would try to they would defend pieces of land from air reconnaissance and stuff. I'm almost positive World War I was almost literally sky captain in the world of tomorrow. They had permanent aerodromes, like these giant floating structures that were just there forever. I know because a fighter pilot who was really famous died because he shot one and the explosion was so big that it knocked his plane down.
Yeah, didn't they used to keep film with hydrogen?
Yeah. So it's just like the worst job of all time.
I mean, whatever. You're flying in a big old balloon.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, World War I sucked dick. That would be the worst war to fight in for sure.
Not if you
That and the American Civil War.
Okay, here we go. How long can a blimp stay airborne before the helium diffuses, drops to the ground?
Okay, let's hear it.
This has to be. Oh, keep talking. I'm reading.
Okay, sorry. I was like, you seemed like you were going to say the thing. Dude, I wonder if you fuck in a hot air balloon, does that count as the Mile High Club? I guess if you're a mile high.
25 miles up.
Yeah, dude. You're so up there. Oh, my God.
Man, this doesn't answer. I think the government is hiding these questions.
They don't want us to be in the balloons.
Dude.
We'll be too powerful.
There's someone at the CIA. It's like, this guy's Googling top hats, capes, hot air balloons. We need to put him on a list.
He's going to be a villain so soon. Dude, on the real, though, if you took a hostage and jumped into a balloon and you could stay up there for 14 days, the government would be fucked. You could just fly over the ocean. What would they do?
Yeah.
It'd just be like the Navy. What are you going to paint me with a missile? You can't lock onto my balloon, you fucking turds. Also, what the missile would just go through the balloon and the balloon would probably stay afloat.
As long as you got a parachute in your balloon, you're good.
Yeah, dude. They can't fuck with a balloon. And you get too high that small arms can't get you and they can't missile you. It would be The Simpsons when he's in the plane going slow and the fighter jets are going to stop and they just fly right past him like, fuck, we can't do anything. That would be that. The fighter jets would... Well, I guess they have helicopters. They could just they could helicopter you down, but you have the hostage.
I guess
Did we defeat the United States government?
No, the only thing that there are FAA regulations. Someone would just fly a drone into your balloon and blow you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot drones exist.
They would just blow you up.
Well, no, because here's what you do. You
tie
have your own drones
that
defend you from the other drones. Or we just have guns. Or
have shotguns and shoot out drones when they fly out.
Yeah. What if we have a tougher balloon? Well, if we get the balloon high enough, they can't stop us. Are you even in the United States if you're 25 feet above the United States?
I like that we came up with the Lolita Express with a hot air balloon.
No, why we don't use it for molestation though?
You brought that up.
No, I never did. I don't think I did.
When
did I bring it up?
Said you accused me earlier.
No,
and I was like,
said, would you treat them well?
Oh yeah.
Why? I never at any point was like, you gonna molest the hostages? I mean, they are hostages. They do get molested.
No, my hostages would be treated with champagne. I said there would be a fireplace.
That's my thing.
I imagine there'd be like a stuffed bear. It'd be really classy.
What is it called when you begin to love your captors?
Stockholm syndrome.
Let's get Stockholm syndrome going immediately.
We're gonna call it the Stockholm Express,
dude. Once they realize the benefits of sky life. And they realize that sky law is truly God's law. If any law was going to be God's law, it would be sky law. He lives in the sky.
I bet the internet's good up there too.
Can lightning hit you when you're high up?
Yeah, lightning hits airplanes all the time.
Oh, okay.
So you'd have to fly around.
That's right.
You need a pilot.
Yeah,
so
you do need
pay
a pilot. And if you're going to have a cool balloon like that, it's got to be piloted with a helm.
You know what I've never realized before?
What?
Yachts have never appealed to me, but now that I'm like
thinking about this,
like,
oh, I know.
Oh man, think of like those super giant yachts. I'm like, you just live on those, and
pirates steal them and just have them.
What? And how do they fund? Don't they cost a lot of money to fill up fuel?
I guess. I don't know what pirates do. I think pirates have fuel.
They just fill them up with diesel.
Yeah, they just use unrefined gas. I don't know. Or they just fucking poke holes in the bottom and make slaves fucking row it around Conan style.
I know that
Or they tow them.
There's crews that live on them too.
Yes.
So like the captain.
I have a friend who lived on a rich person's mini yacht for a year.
Yeah, and apparently like they have the yacht. They like Airbnb them. So like,
yes.
Say Bill Gates has a yacht. He's not going to be on the yacht all the time. So he rents it out to lesser millionaires.
Yeah. Pussy ass millionaires instead of billionaires.
He rents it out to like DJ Khaleds who want to seem like they're more rich than they are to go hang around on their yacht.
Yeah, I know a guy who was he got a job, like a temp job on a yacht. He like knew how to sail, and it was like a sailing yacht, but of course it had a motor and shit. But like it was a fancier yacht, but it only had enough room for like 9 crew and then like the 10 passengers or whatever. And so he just worked on it, and they sailed around the world a whole year. And then he was like, "This is boring." Like,
what if the people you were with sucked?
They do sometimes, and sometimes they would have to drop off the people and go to other places, and like they would be demanding of him. Like they had to sail through a hurricane once, and they almost died, and like he was just like, "This shit is fucking crazy."
Okay, look, if someone was demanding that I sail through a hurricane, at the other side of that hurricane, they might not be on that boat. It's pirate law.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't make it. They fell off.
No, this guy wasn't even on the boat. It was just the crew, and he was like, "You have to pick me up, and you have to be here at this time."
Oh,
okay, yeah. And so the crew had to like sail from South Africa to somewhere. I don't remember the context, but it sounded fucking lame. But it also sounded like an adventure. There's a part of me that's like, fuck yeah, I want to sail through a hurricane. There's another part of me that's like, getting lost in the ocean is my worst fear.
Dude, yachts suck. Think about being in a blimp over a hurricane.
Oh, dude. Over a hurricane? Just looking down at all the yachts being shitted on by the hurricane. Fucking dummies down there without your harem of hostages that you treat well and totally don't molest, but have fun with. Just gabbing like gals.
And actually, I don't want to kidnap dames.
That's right. Here's what we do.
I just want to smoke cigars and play pool on my blimp.
You find someone, you say, "Hey, do you want to live in Skylawn?" You convince them, and they say yes. And you go, "Don't tell anyone you want to do this. I'm going to pretend kidnap you so that no one kills us." And then you kidnap them. Now you're a pirate, and you have consent, but the world thinks you're a kidnapper. Now you get street cred. Now you don't have to molest that person.
No, I'm changing my whole game. No girls allowed in my
my
shit!
Blimp. He-Man woman haters.
I can walk around in my underwear all day.
I love that you couldn't before.
I treat ladies right.
No,
I put on a shirt when they're around.
You have a fucking hot air balloon. It's got to be European style. Skylaw's European, dude. It's tits and ass out all the time.
Nope, I'm gonna have a squat rack on my blimp.
Oh shit!
I'm just gonna be working out, and so by the time I land, I'm all shredded.
The police are like, "We can't stop him. His legs are too beefy." Yeah. All right.
Doing cool steroids up there.
Dude, everyone, if you want to see us get to live in Skylaw where we belong, please sub to our Patreon. Patreon.com/cowboyboys. We're going to be posting even more content there.
What does that mean? Is that a threat?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
No, that was just me being like, well, because we've had ideas where we were like watching a movie and we're like, we should just record us watching this movie, tell people to sync up, and then they can watch it with us and we get some silly commentary. And things like this we have planned for Patreon. We also, I was going to post a picture of my ass the other day, but instead I posted a photo of me and Mac with my beer belly out.
You can't post your ass.
I can. It's safe for work.
You have to start on
as long as my balls aren't out. No, I can do lewd Patreon posts as long as they're not safe for work.
I think balls are safer.
Why do you think my balls would be in it?
Balls are safer than asses.
No, my ass is fine.
Asses are sexual. Balls are not.
No, I post my ass on Instagram. If it can go on Instagram, it can go in the Patreon.
There are very not safe for work Instagrams.
By the way, my ass is so hairy, everyone. So just be warned.
You can't post penises.
Yes.
Nipples.
I can't. I won't. No, you can't post lady nipples.
Lady nipples and vaginas and assholes.
Which I won't post any of those.
You can post asses.
Why do you think I'm bend over spreading my hole?
If you're not, then why are you posting? Just showing your ass? Go to the Instagram for that. Why are you posting your ass on Patreon when it's already on your Instagram?
I'm posting different. This is ass meant for Patreon only.
It's the same ass. Are you gonna shave it?
No.
Then what's the difference?
No. The ass on Instagram is shaved. This is all natural, babe. Dude, can I tell you that I feel like I have a kinship with girls who don't shave their armpits because my ass hair is growing out? I'm like, I get it, ladies. It's be free.
Do you know I shave my armpits?
Yeah, I do too. It gets annoying.
Yeah,
my hair gets too long.
I hate when where people are like, I don't want to. You shouldn't expect me to shave my armpits. I'm like, I shave my armpits because my hairs get too long and dang, they start poking out of my shirts.
I like when people feel pressured by society and then they just say that they have to do it. It's like, hold up, are you 18? Yes. Then shut the fuck up and just do what you want to do.
What is? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, society says I shouldn't shave I should have to shave my armpits. It's like, shut up, be punk rock or get out.
I wish I could shave more of my body hair.
Yeah.
I'm just too lazy.
I am too.
I wish society would pressure me.
Dude,
so
I get
had a
it.
reason to.
If you're a lady, don't shave. Don't make it a thing, and guys won't even notice. I fucking promise you. Dude,
Well, some guys will, but then they out themselves.
Yeah, and if they don't like it, then fuck them.
Don't fuck them.
Well, yeah. That's my thing is when girls... Have you ever seen that when girls are like... I want him to like me, so I have to do this thing that makes me miserable. And it's like, he's not for you. What are you doing? Guys, well, no, guys do that, actually.
What?
They make themselves miserable to be with women because they're afraid to be alone. So this is not a gendered issue, but still, my example pertains to women specifically.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to get in shape.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
If a woman loves me, she'll love me for how fat I am.
Good. I agree with you.
But I want to love myself, so I'm going to get abs on my space blimp.
Why is it? No, it's a sky blimp.
No, I'm going higher. I'm going higher.
No, I don't want to go to space. Space scares me.
Really?
Yeah, we have to stay in the sky.
What about the deep sea?
The deep sea scares me too. I have thalassophobia, and I actually
space
think
phobia?
I think it transfers to space for sure. I don't like wide open.
I would say space is deeper than the ocean.
Yeah, space is deeper
by
than the
a
ocean.
large margin.
Yes, but the ocean is scarier still.
No.
Yes.
No way. Space is way scarier.
No. Imagine that you would live if someone was like, the pressure won't crush you and you'll be able to breathe, and then they tied a weight to your leg and threw you into the deep ocean, and it just pulled you down into the pitch black with those fucking fish that have... Dude, literally, I'm scaring myself saying
yeah,
it.
I can breathe. I just keep walking until I got to shore.
No, because it's too far, you'll die. So you just have to exist down there with them. So scary.
What do you, as opposed to what if they tied a balloon to you and you floated off into space? How are you going to get back?
You won't.
Yeah, I could get out of the ocean easier than I could get out of space.
No, you can't get out of the ocean. It's too far. You'll die of exhaustion.
Nope.
All right, you're fucking ridiculous. Hey, everyone.
Yes.
Please sub to our Patreon to hear the episode we're about to record on Patreon where I yell at Mac about how the ocean is scarier than space. Thank you so much.
What?
I was going to plug my Twitch, twitch.tv/Shaydozer. I stream.
I was going to plug your Twitch.
Oh, thank you.
Go to our website, cowboyboys.rodeo. Everything's there. Click on our stuff and do the things.
Hey, love you guys.
Rate and review us if you want. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Email us at cowboyboyspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you want us to read your email on air, if you have questions, concerns, you want to know about our thoughts or whatever, please email us and we will read them on air. But a lot of you send stuff that's so serious. It's like my grandma died and I'm responsible. It's like I can't read that on air. Jesus.
We still respond to those though.
I mean, we respond to them, but we don't read them on air. So.
Here's one email we can read on air.
Wait, it's on the Patreon, everyone.
No, it's quick.
Okay.
This is an email we just got.
Okay.
Because they left an anonymous email, so we don't know their name. And they say, Shayne says pussy, real gay. Just wanted to say that. Say pussy.
Pussy.
Say it how you would normally say it.
Pussy.
Yeah, you do.
All right, everyone.
Put a lisp on it.
Ye fucking haw.